Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'd like to think of this as a pageant story time. Ta-da! So yeah, quite a bit again has changed. So if you didn't know, on July 17th or 18th, should I check what date? I should really know what date I was crowned. Well, it was the 16th, so no wait, that's the Sunday, so it was the 15th. I was crowned Miss Teen Galaxy. I honestly don't even know where to begin. Anyone that has met me through my pageant journey knows me or has been unfortunate enough to have known me from the first time I competed. Hopefully I'm joking. I competed in March and I won the title of Miss Teen Galaxy England, which took me 3 tries and 4 years. This July I went out to Orlando to compete in the Galaxy International Finals. Oh my gosh. This serves me right for balancing my crown on a plant pot. But anyway, and I actually vlogged the whole entire trip, so if you haven't seen them, then go and check out the vlogs. I thought I would take it back to where it all began on the first day, where we flew out to America with the rest of Team UK. So I wasn't the only UK girl. There was a Miss Teen in Scotland, England, Wales, a Mrs Galaxy UK, a MS Galaxy UK, and a Junior Galaxy UK. There was a lot of us, and we also had some families in there as well. So of course my mummy came with me, because what would I do without her, basically. We flew from Manchester Airport on the 10th of July and we were meeting at the airport at 7:30 AM. Now we're really weird, and for some reason in the UK you all dress up in the colours of the flag and we all like have jazzy photos of our crowns and sashes at the airport, which, I mean, if you think about it, it was a Sunday morning. I was in a blue little suit two-piece and I looked like I worked for an airline. We were just taking our pictures and they were really cute. Not gonna lie, the whole airport situation was rather stressful. Going on holiday with 15 other individuals is stressful. Pageant girls, loads of dresses, loads of bags, and people travelling from all over the country, or countries even, to get to Manchester was interesting. In the morning, we got a taxi from the Premier Inn to the airport. I left Mum with the stuff in the car and I went to go get a buggy because, I mean, I don't know if you know, but we had like 7 or 6 suitcases, I think it was. The guy who was unloading our suitcases from the car decided to drive off. And in the car, we still had our handbags, which had my phone, Mum's phone, passports, money, everything. And I honestly don't know how he drove off with them, because Mum had put them like on the seat, and it was one of those doors that you have to see the seat to be able to close it. So, oh my gosh, that was so stressful. I think Holly was more stressed out than I was, to be fair though. How are we gonna get on the airplane if we don't have our passport? Luckily, after about 1 million phone calls, the driver actually came back and we got our bag. And the second stress was Hayley, who arrived like half an hour late. She couldn't park her car, there was some palaver. Her packing skills were dreadful. I love you, Hayley, but you can't pack for toffee. She was like 4 kilograms over, had like 10 hand luggages. Somehow they just let her through. I'm honestly not sure how. Then we went through to passport control, at which I accidentally left this camera. Luckily I was able to just run back and get it, but that would have been an interesting start to the holiday if I'd lost the camera. Then the next palaver, there is genuinely no food at Manchester Airport. I think we were at Terminal 3 or Terminal 5, I can't remember for the life of me, but the best there was, it was a Cafe Nero. There wasn't even a Starbucks. Who doesn't have a Starbucks at the airport? 9 AM by this point, and I was starving, and there was genuinely no food, and we all know how dreadful plain food is. I found some fruit pots that were like this big and like £5 each. Everything I could find had cheese in it, and we all know I can't have dairy. So I think I also managed to get some popcorn, and then we got coffees. We were actually sat next to Duncan, who was our pageant hair goddess for the week, or god. I don't know, can you call a guy a goddess? Duncan, I'm going to call you a goddess. 8-hour flight over to Orlando. Weird Wi-Fi, went really quickly. Apart from Virgin Airline food is a no from me. I ordered a vegan meal. It was honestly the spiciest cauliflower curry I have ever eaten. I can't stomach this. They then brought me along a dry jacket potato with not enough bean ratio. Arrived into Orlando, we got some Starbucks, and there was honestly the biggest storm ever. We ran around the airport for about 40 minutes trying to find where the taxi point was. Then we had to order taxis because there was so many of us. And then on the drive from the airport to the Caribe Royale, which was the hotel for Galaxy International. The Caribe is honestly huge. It's a conference centre hotel. Everything's bigger and better in America. It's crazy. I've seen the pictures. Obviously I did loads of stalking, but I just didn't realise how big it was. I was sharing with Chloe, Teen Scotland. Chloe's my best friend. I don't know if you know that, but I love her to pieces. Love you, Chloe. You better be watching this or I will not like you. So we checked into our room. We were all snuggled in. Lovely room. Really cool view of the pool. We then went for food at like the pool bar. Honestly, the nicest meal. Oh my gosh, it might have been because I was used to all the plain food, but it was so good. I had this like jerk chicken with beans and rice. Oh, I loved it. After that, we then decided that we were gonna go to CVS to get some shampoo and conditioner, and the CVS was like across the highway, and there was no crossing, so we basically had to run across the highway. Nearly got killed, but we didn't. Then the next day was a free day before the pageant actually began. So we met up with the girls, we practiced our PJ party dance, we ate some more food. We actually went to Walmart. Like pretty much all of us were at Walmart at the same time, but it was so big. Honestly, the biggest supermarket or shop I've ever seen in my whole entire life. The pageant madness began. So as I said, Duncan was doing our hair. So the night before the first pageant day, sorry if this is getting confusing, Duncan actually pin curled my hair and we slept in our pins, and then I went down to orientation to meet all the other contestants. It was so surreal actually meeting all of the girls, whether it be from the teen category, which was obviously my category, or the Miss, the MS. We even had the Bears, I don't know if I say that correctly, I'm trying, I'm learning. The Bears Latina competition at Orientation 2, which is another pageant that takes place at the same time as Galaxy and is also run by Maria, the Galaxy International director. So we arrived at orientation, we met all the girls, we had some pictures, some of us did a little gift exchange, and if you watch my vlogs you would have seen what I actually got the girls, and so cute, if I may say so myself. I thought I did quite a good job. And we listened to Maria give a little talk all about Galaxy, what it stands for. So I think sitting there, that's when it really hit me, like, I'm actually at Galaxy International. Because before it was like a holiday, whereas now, I mean, it was still a holiday, it was so much fun, but it was the first time that I'd probably stopped and thought about what I was doing, and oh, it was, I could not put my Galaxy International experience into a few words, hence why I'm doing this massive video. After orientation we got ready for the swimsuit photo shoot. So we actually had this at the Cabanas, which I mean is pretty cool. And the teens were actually the last of the day, and throughout the day it was getting more miserable and more miserable, and thunder and lightning, and obviously this shoot was outside, we were in swimwear, so I actually managed to shoot mine with no rain. I think as I walked off it started to drip, but I was absolutely fine, and that was with the official photographer of Galaxy, who is Paul Carroll, and Maria was of course on hand to make sure we were looking fabby. And then, oh wait, no, did we have the, I'm getting my order confused. I'm pretty sure we had opening number photo shoot before that. Yeah, we did. We had opening number photo shoot before the swimsuit photo shoot, and that was on the famous Caribe Royale staircase, which again is absolutely huge, and we were in our lovely black Venus dresses, so we were all matching because, you know, we are cool like that. Then that evening we actually had the pajama party. Now this is definitely a highlight of the Galaxy experience. We were Team UK, so I thought we're gonna dress as a UK animal. What's a UK animal, I hear you ask? Well, I googled it and Google told me it was a lion. So we dressed as lions, and I think our outfits were absolutely adorable, courtesy of Amazon and eBay, of course. So we actually got together with all the girls from all the different categories, all the different teams, and we basically had a massive PJ party. There was pizza, there was chit chat, there was dancing, there was even a sand ceremony, which was honestly so heartfelt and beautiful. So Deanna Silver, who was Mrs. US Galaxy and actually ended up winning the Mrs. Galaxy title, she presented Maria with a glass thingy bobby, and it had Galaxy 15, because I forgot to mention, but it was actually the Galaxy International Pageant's 15-year anniversary, which is absolutely crazy, and I'm incredibly proud to be a 15-year queen. And then we all poured in our own little piece of, well, not piece, our own little tub of sand, and we all went along and poured it in, and honestly it was so beautiful. All these girls that you didn't know this morning you already feel so close with. Honestly, it's amazeballs. And I mean, that might have been because of all the conga lines we were doing, all the different dance moves, but Team UK did perform a little dance and I like to think it was pretty fabby. Sadly we didn't win the PJ party. Personally, I think we were the best, but then again, I am a bit biased. First PJ party, we were all a tad tired because the sugar had worn off. Then woke up, that was the Thursday, and that was rehearsals. So we had rehearsals from about 10 o'clock. Then we had a little lunch break, and then we had some more rehearsals, and that was to learn the opening number dance. And I mean, we all know I can't dance, and because I was a teen, I was right at the front, so that was interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely not a Latina with my hips. No, no, no. Everyone that was at Galaxy can confirm that. So rehearsed for preliminary judging. That evening we actually had the infamous white party. So we all donned our white sparkly dresses. And yeah, we had a little long boogie. There was a lot of cake, a lot of chocolate, a lot of sweeties, and some really good music. So yeah, it was one hell of a dance party. We were literally just dancing the night away, and I think by the end we all ripped off our heels and chucked them on the floor and we're like, let's go! Like, it was so much fun. I'm pretty sure, no, that night I did actually sleep well. Considering preliminary judging was the next day, I think the whole of the Galaxy experience, I really surprised myself with how put together I was. Like, I wasn't that nervous and I wasn't that shaky and I wasn't that scared, but I can only assume because it took me so long to get to that point that I was truly ready. And today was actually the day that I was getting makeup by Sheila. Now, Makeup by Sheila is a Texas-based makeup artist who honestly is incredible at what she does. I just can't. I think I'm half decent at makeup, and then I see her makeup and I'm like, oh, yeah. So prelims was the day where we had interviews, we had swimwear, fashion wear and evening wear, and then we also watched the Bears Latina final. Oh, such a surreal day. I didn't get nervous before my interview, apart from the moment that I walked in the door and then it dropped as soon as I walked in. So I think my interview was at 1 o'clock, so I had quite a lot of time to get ready and chill, and that is the great thing about Galaxy. It's not rushed, you're not going at 100 miles an hour, you have time to enjoy the experience and really soak it all up and enjoy every moment that you have there. So I was the second girl into my interview because I was England. I walked in and I can't remember what I said, to be honest. I'm pretty sure I mentioned everything that I wanted to get out, and it was quite honestly just a chat with an absolutely lovely bunch of ladies who had all been previous Galaxy title holders, so knew exactly the position I was in, and I think that's what makes it easier. And I'm pretty sure in my interview I mostly spoke about my mum, of course, because I mean, where would I be without her? What would I do without her? And then I also spoke about Chloe. Again, Chloe, you're getting a mention. But that is because I got asked about, I actually remember it now, what made Galaxy so special to me. And I spoke about how it's a family. Because quite literally it is. There is no other pageant system that I have ever seen that is such a unit. These girls, I had never met them before, and honestly, we are such good friends now, and that is because of Galaxy, because although it is a pageant, it is actually a group of women coming together and forming friendships. And I know that sounds so cliche, but it's true. It's wholeheartedly true. And Galaxy had brought Chloe into my life, and I was so, so grateful to have her. So I spoke about that in my interview. Why do I always cry in pageant videos? I never otherwise cry. It was a 5-minute interview and it went so quickly. So quickly. So I was in and out. And I came out and of course I was doing the typical thing when you're like, oh, it didn't go very well. Oh, I'm not very happy with how it went. Oh, it went dreadfully. I could have said this. I could have said that. That is every pageant goal. We all beat ourselves up after interview. But I was like, okay, it's done. What's done is done. I'm not going to win best in interview, but what's done is done. So then we got ready for preliminaries. So we first came out in swimwear, which, I mean, I'm all about that. Like, I love strutting my stuff. So give me a stage anytime and I will happily walk it. Then we had fashion wear and evening wear and it was done. Honestly, it was that quick. It's really strange to say, but a lot of Team UK agreed with me that it was more chilled than I ever expected. It was like nothing else I've ever seen before. I was so relaxed walking in between rounds. I'm normally a mess. Like, what's going on? I do not get it. Post evening wear, we then came and sat and watched the Beas Latina final, and it was so fabulous to see them walk. Winners were crowned. I also recall all of the audience doing a massive conga line and having a little party. So yeah, that night I actually slept like a baby. I think I knew everything that I could have done was done, and there was no point stressing about it. I mean, I probably did still stress about it a little bit. And I woke up the next morning and we had another rehearsal just to go over the opening number and to go over our walks, which was easy breezy beautiful. We finished at like 12 and we had like 4 or 5 hours to get ready for finals. It also worked out that the junior final was before ours, so we came in and we sat down and we watched. It was so adorable to see all the little girls. I won't forget this one little girl from Texas who came out and you introduced yourself and she was like talking about how she's from Sweet Home, Texas, or I don't even know, but it was so cute. It's obviously not cute when I do it, but honestly, she was adorable. The winners were crowned. There was a Little Miss, a preteen, and a junior. And then it was time for us to get our butts up on that stage and perform our opening number. So it actually went better than I expected, but I did mess up a few bits. I think everyone was like, yeah, Misha, your arm went up when nobody else's was, but that's kind of expected. And I wasn't being judged, so who cares? I tried my best. I put my best foot forward, even if it was my left foot. And then we did it all over again. We did swimwear, we did fashion wear, we did evening wear. And then it came to results. The awards first, and then doing the crowning after. Now, Maria decided this year to get a separate panel to judge the awards. The awards were photogenic, fashion wear, evening wear, and interview. Now, I was not called for any of the awards, and then it came to best in interview, and I was thinking, oh, I haven't got that, and I'm like, I think I'd come to terms with the fact that I'd done my best, I'd enjoyed the experience, and I was happy to take that away with me. And I was like, it's not my time, it's fine. And then I was called for best in interview. And if you see on the video, I'm honestly like, I was like, no, they got it wrong. They read the wrong person. No. That can't be right. Well, it was. I won best in interview. Honestly, I was so shocked and surprised and overjoyed. Winning best in interview honestly means the world to me. I do think that is thanks to YouTube because, well, who else sits at a camera for like an hour a day and films themselves? So you guys did help me. You guys helped me get this crown. And then it went to the top 5. So in the top 5 was Teen Australia, Teen England, Teen New York, Teen Wales, and Teen Michigan. So then they started announcing the runners-up. And this is the point where you don't want to hear your name. So, 4th runner-up, Team New York. 3rd runner-up, Team Australia. 2nd runner-up, Team Michigan. And then there was the top 2. And I was one of them. And the other lovely lady was Onyx. And Onyx is Teen Wales. So we were both from Team UK. At that point, my director Holly in the audience knew she had taken home an international crown, whoever had won. And in that top 2 moment, we basically stand forward and you hold hands and everyone can see you in this direction. And everyone's like, how did you feel? I'm like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. It was such a blur and all I remember was being like this. Onyx will tell you I was shaking like a leaf, honestly. And I think the thing that warmed my heart so much in that top 2 moment, Onyx turned to me and she goes, "You've got this, you've worked so hard for it." And I was just like, I don't think I could get any words out. That honestly meant the world to me. And then 5 seconds later, I hear that Teen Wales has come second. So that means Teen England has won. And I was just like, I don't even know. I honestly don't. Everyone always has these really cool crowning moments, whereas I was just a mess. I just sort of cried and was like this and was like, no. Whilst a beautiful crown was placed on my head by the lovely Vielka, who was Miss Teen Galaxy 2017. I couldn't even stomach what was going on. I just remember being like, "I need my mommy!" And I could see at the side that she was like going like, "Yay!" It was so funny. And I don't know if you saw in the video footage, but she literally jumped in front of the camera. I was like, "Thanks, Mum!" Other queens were crowned, and that was Miss Galaxy, which was won by Magdalena. Then we have MS Galaxy, which was won by Jessica, and Mrs. Galaxy, which was won by Diana. They are my new sister queens, and I'd like to say we are a pretty good bunch. They are such lovely ladies, and I'm kind of scattered the furthest away, but we still talk basically every day, and it's just a great big family. And also, Team UK slayed. We had first runners up in every single category. What? That is crazy. Well done, Team UK. Well done. Once I had taken probably about 1,000 Instagram pictures and I was not taking that crown off my head, we headed over to the Team UK pool party. So we had pizza and everyone was just sat around and just partying and celebrating, and it was such a fun night. I know there was some that stayed out later than others. Duncan. That was the night that I stayed up till 6 AM and had to wake up at 8. Yeah, because the next morning I was lucky enough to have the Queen's photo shoot. So that is where the lovely Makeup by Sheila does your hair and makeup again, and then Paul Carroll, the official photographer, shoots our official winning photographs. So I was up at 8, had my hair and makeup done by Sheila, and I was feeling sprightly considering how little sleep I'd had. And then we had the different photos, and the key iconic photo for Galaxy is the Galaxy floor shot. Now this is where Paul and Maria sort of dangle from above on a balcony, and we are led out beautifully, acting as though they've just fallen from the sky. And I was really comfy because I was on the bottom of this little person, like little lay down picnic setup. So I did fall asleep during that photo shoot. So Paul, I dread to think what some of the outtakes are. I'm probably like this whilst being led down, but honestly it was so comfy. But we got the shot, that was all the pageant done. It's now been over a month since I won, and quite literally it's still not sunk in. I said this about Teen England title, it never will. This will never sink in because, I mean, it's not every day in life that your dreams actually do come true. I worked my little butt off for 4 years for this title, and it happened. It actually happened, and I'm so proud of myself. I think this is probably the hardest I've ever worked at something. I am a hard worker, I will work hard for everything, but this is probably the thing that I had the most rejection as such. Not rejection in the way that I was rejected, but in the way that I came back and I worked harder and I wanted to achieve my best, and turns out my best is the Galaxy International crown. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to Maria and Holly for allowing me to have this experience and to be a Galaxy Queen, because, well, where would we be without you both? So, Maria, I hope you're not sick of me yet, because we've still got another 11 months, and I hope that I will do Galaxy proud. I hope I can continue to put Galaxy on the map. If you've never done a pageant, if you've done a pageant, no matter how old you are, if you are female, you need to enter the Galaxy Pageant. I don't care what country you're in, I don't care anything. You need to hunt down a director or you need to contact Maria directly and you need to enter because honestly it changes lives. I am a living, breathing example of that and just thank all of you, thank you for supporting me and I'm pretty happy for me because it's fair to say I am. This kind of wraps it up for the moment. I hope you've enjoyed this video and sorry that I get a bit emotional, but when we're talking about pageantry and crowns, I just can't help myself. I'll see all you guys next time and I do love you lots and lots and lots. Bye.